All right, welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Here we're watching final match of day number 2 of the NAPT Summer 10 Ball Classic.
Up for you, we have Jali versus Christy Norris.
Who won the lag? Did you see? Did Giallo win?
Oh man, I missed who won.
Shame
I
on
think
you.
it's going to be Jali to
Jolly,
break.
yeah, she's coming up. Okay, so let me tell you about your players. Jolly is doesn't have a home pool room. She currently resides in New York. She plays with a Musashi Q. It's from Japan. She is sponsored by everything that is Atom Japan. I remember this from the last tournament. There was like 3 things that were Atom Japan. She's a 3-time WPBA Regional Tour Championships. Back to back for the last 3 years. She was also 2007 Chinese national champion. She's also the runner-up for the inaugural NAPT 10-ball tournament that was in Virginia a couple months ago. Her opponent is Miss Christy Norris. She is from Whiteville, North Carolina. Plays out of Corner Pocket. Sponsored by Ruthless Billiard Wear. When did she start playing pool? Many moons ago.
Many moons.
Titles, she has reached a very high level of Candy Crush Soda. Needs a sponsor. She's a mother of 4 and soon to be grandma. Looks pretty good for a mother of 4, soon to be grandma. Says she works too much and she'd like to change that. See, I like this. Somebody who's really telling people about herself. And with a sense of humor, too. All right, and with that, we're underway.
All right, is that a dry break?
That is a dry
It is a dry break.
break.
Brings Christy to the table.
Yep. This is a race to 7.
Race to 7. This is a B-side match.
B-side match, race to 7, both sides. True double elimination tournament.
Ford was asking how Kim did. Kim lost to this woman that's at the table right now.
Christy Norris.
In the round just before this one.
Yep, 13th through 16th. Cassie Francois is still on the A side, final 4 going into day 3.
With an exciting victory over Naomi Williams.
Naomi Williams, Sarah Rousey.
Sarah Rousey.
And then she also beat Connie O'Hearn.
Way to go, Cassie.
Yeah. So this tournament just is a CSI rules tournament, 10 ball. It's call pocket, not call shot. You do not have to call safe.
That is correct.
3 foul rule is in effect.
Alternate break, rack your own. All right, just playing safe. Get past that 10. You definitely want that one to get past the 10. All right, good shot. Left. She can see the one, but left a lot of distance. Doesn't have a shot. The only thing she really has is another safety. Probably try to bank the one just straight back up, back towards the end of the table where she's at. Try to get the cue ball over here behind this 6-8 cluster, 6-8-5. And she's done that nicely.
Yes, it is. Right into the back of that 6.
Yeah. The only problem is she's left that one in front of the pocket where she might be able to kick this in.
Kick one rail just short of the side pocket, and she's called the one in the corner.
Naturally. If you're going to kick at it, you should call it.
Absolutely.
Because it doesn't do any good to kick it in if you don't call it. She's hit it on the way out, and I don't see a rail. No rail.
All right, and give Christy ball in hand.
It's already in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
She's ready to go. Now this 5-6-8 is a little bit tied up.
Yeah.
Place is getting busy. You got a number of spectators around here, plus Plus, a regular Saturday night crowd.
Yeah, right. It's this match was scheduled for 6 o'clock. It's
Yeah,
starting a little after 7.
A little bit late, yes.
Yeah, so it's gonna start to get a little bit hectic in here.
Yeah,
And, you know,
It's gonna start to get a little bit noisy.
but you know, it's part of playing pool, and I think she was trying to roll that in behind that 3 ball.
Yeah, going for 3 foul.
Yeah, and I think with this, you know, with the where Jazz might end up being able to hit the 1, you may have to call the 10 in the side.
I think she just did. She called something over
She
there.
called something over there, but I would definitely be calling the 10 in the side. She could just straight out kick the 1 over there. I guess she's saying she didn't call it.
Well,
So,
it doesn't matter if she called
she
something or
called it or
didn't call
not,
it. It's still going to be her
it's
shot
option.
because she's going to pass
Yeah,
it back to
Christy's
her.
going to be like, "Nah, you go right ahead." No, you got to give her the option. You just can't assume she doesn't want to shoot.
She might say, "Oh, sweet, my favorite shot."
Yeah.
I love this jump 3 rail bank at the 210 combination. Can't believe you left it for me.
Sucker.
Whack. Kerplop.
Pull a Zhao Ting on you and just get up there and whack it in. And ooh, that was
Nice.
a nice effort. It's coming around. Think it's got a window between that 10 and 7? Maybe not.
Maybe it's close. It might have a chance to go through there. Well, I do think that 7's sticking out there just a little too far.
Yeah, that is Denise and Brianna playing on the table behind here.
So yeah, earlier you were wondering where the other 2 7-foot tables are, and yeah, they're up front by the door up there, mixed in with the 9-footers.
Oh, she rode that 10. I guess she didn't like the layout of the table or anything. I figure she's just gonna go for, you know, a quick win here.
That cheese rider, I like it.
I like her.
So Ja has a shot of the 2 ball to the side, roll forward for the 3 on the other side, and right there for the 4. But this 5, 6, 8, 7 cluster is looking a little problematical, as someone I know might say.
Oh yeah, that's a good Annieism. Problematical. I hope you used it properly though.
I don't know. I said this 5, 6, 7, 8 cluster is a little problematical.
Okay, good.
So I used it in a sentence. No, I don't know the language of origin.
Really?
Anish is the language of origin. There are no alternate pronunciations. Well, maybe she can play position for this 5 in the side while bumping that 6, rearrange it a little. And I think that might be what she's doing, or maybe she was thinking about just playing safe here, but
She's
playing the 5 in the side, so she's going to try to break this out.
Yeah, it's going to rub the 6 out. She didn't want to hit it hard. It's going to rub the 6 to the rail. Just wants to end up with a shot. All right, here we go. See how she controls this cue ball in the 6. She's banking it. Safe. She changed her mind on going for the, I guess, the cut.
Right, Christy's called the 5 on the side. Decided she didn't like that cue stick, so she's going to try her regular playing cue instead of her break cue.
Well, Denise just made a really nice shot on the 9 and bumped the 10 ball to right in front of the hole over there. That's a nice shot. Nice hit there by Christy.
Yes, it was. Nice 2-railer. So I still don't think the 6 goes, but if she can shoot this in the 5, does she have the angle to roll forward for the 6 on the other side? No, she doesn't. So she's pretty straight in on this 5. Looks like she maybe could drop back a few inches for the bank shot for cross side bank on the 6. She could drop back more than a few inches to play safe on the 6. I think she's going with option B.
Yeah, that's more than a few inches. Does it
It's-
go?
I don't think so. I think she's going to roll forward, and she wants to bump those balls to
Break it up.
break them out so they actually go somewhere.
I think I saw Christy play on live stream during the RTC this year. She looks familiar, and I know I've never met her. Yep, they got married today. Congratulations to our buddy Kelly Sanchez and his new wife Kim Sanchez got married today. Kelly's about 3-4 weeks out from having a pump put into his heart to pump his blood while he sits on the transplant list. Congratulations, guys. Oh,
Ooh,
wow. Just missed that. It was a nice effort.
So probably a good thing she has ball in hand, because I don't know that this 7 goes in this bottom corner. She may have to play the 7 in the upper corner. Well, it looks like she's coming around for the 7 in the same pocket,
Yeah.
so I guess it goes.
It must, yeah, like that. Where she's putting that cue ball, that's what it looks like.
It better go if she's playing position there.
Yeah, and she felt a little bit short.
Yeah, she's kind of on the wrong side of the 7. She's going to have
She's drawn to the side rail
to
and back
go to the
out.
rail and back out. That's not going to get there. She may just bank the 8 back cross back to the other side, or she may try to cut this in and she's just playing safe, but putting the 8 ball behind these
Instead of the
balls.
cue ball. Yeah, and it's another thing, you know, when you can, you want to hide the cue ball. Because then, you know, with you're taking away options for kicking. If you're hiding the object ball, you're leaving the cue ball out in the open, and it gives them multiple options. You don't want to give them options.
So you're trying to say hide the cue ball, not the object ball?
Yes, hide the cue ball, not the object ball. It's a 9 going.
That 9 ball is more than going. It's gone.
Yeah,
That was a
went
nice
straight in the hole.
Yep,
She
that was a
must
nice
have
shot.
called it.
Yeah.
She's still at the table. That's why it's another reason why I assumed she called it. She just wants to below center here, just so she can pull this cue ball back over towards the. I'm going to bring it down the rail some towards the 10.
She
Wow,
kind of.
She hit it fat.
Yeah, she let the cue ball start to slide a little and start to roll forward slightly, and then kind of let the cue ball drift off a little by doing that. Let off the stroke a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah, this is last match of the night.
Ooh.
Wow, she stroked that one.
Yeah, she did. Got a little close to the 10, but it worked out. She's got a nice shot now.
Yeah.
All right, so that gives Christy the first game.
Game 1 in the books.
Over on that far table there, you got Sarah breaking against Taylor.
What's you see the match on the score on Sarah's match on the next table? I can't see it.
Sarah versus Taylor?
Yeah.
The score's 3-1, but I don't know who that's in favor
Okay,
of.
I can't see the score from here.
And the score is 3-3 on the Brianna match.
Yeah.
And it's 1-1 on the Naomi versus Janet Atwell match.
Yeah, and you can just see that in the up. Oh no, you can't.
No, you can.
no,
Up
you
on the
can,
upper right corner, that's Naomi shooting right now. All right, it's going to be Christy's break.
Alright, see what she does with the break on these tables. The first break really shows you the player's preference and not what the table's breaking.
Mm-hmm.
That's ball on the side.
Her preference is to spread them well and make a ball.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She made 2 balls. 2 balls, bank shot on the 1 should she elect to try to have a break and run here.
Yeah, but because of where that 2 ball is, I don't think she's going to bank it to 1 because
No.
very little reward for making the 1. So
Send off the left side of the 1 and
Yep.
put the cue ball behind the 5-3.
Affirmative. Or she could even go the other way and come off the other side of the 1.
That's what she looks like she's trying to do, is go the other way. See, I like going,
This is a nice shot.
it's a nice shot, but if she does it the other way, it's putting the 1 down here by where the 2 is, which is when you get ball in hand, the next ball in line makes your run out easier for you. That's just, my way of thinking too. It's something that I do look at if I'm
Right.
going to be playing safe like that. Now she's got all of this stuff to meander through and navigate should she end up with a ball in hand from here. And I think Jenna had made a good hit there. Looked like she got over it and looked clean to me. Although, she's left her pretty much straight in the side and just pushed forward. But at least it was a good hit.
Yeah, looks like she has just about pretty good angle to roll forward for the 2 in the opposite corner, so the bottom left corner. Oh, just caught the point.
Yeah, a little bit too quick.
She's perfect on that too, though.
Yeah.
So this looks like she can avoid that 3-4 coming around.
Yep.
Looks like she can go right between them.
Oh my goodness.
What
I
happened?
just looked out there. Naomi just missed another, almost straight in 10 ball.
Wow, she's still something still not right with her.
Yeah, something. The other day I was talking to her about the tables and how she thought the tables were playing, because to me they looked like they were rolling a little slow for a diamond table.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, well, it really depends on how you're shooting. There's shots that you can't shoot on it, that you shouldn't be able to shoot on a diamond, that you can make here. So she's not sure if she should be shooting like she's shooting on a diamond or like she's shooting on a gold crown. And when you get stuck like that, you just need to shoot like Naomi and not worry about the table. I got stuck in that, one time over in Spokane, because it's like playing on frozen sheet of glass. They're so quick.
Those are some of the fastest tables I've ever seen. Oh, nice little bump there
Nice
off the
little
7
rub there, yeah.
for perfect on the 3.
But I couldn't get out of my head with how fast they were and just settle down and play Sherry's game. I was playing the table, and how fast the table is, and I can't believe how fast the table is. Doesn't mean that's what she's going through. I just know that when there was a situation similar, that's where I was.
Right.
So
You need to drink that coffee a little faster.
I'm trying to. Let me tell you what. This whole summer, with all of the running around for football and stuff, has just got me tired. Can't wait for the school year to start so I don't have to get up in the morning anymore. No, that's not bad. I mean, I know she was playing the 7 there.
It's not a bad mess.
But no, it's not. It's wafer thin cut. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth to end up with a shot on the 8 or the 7 there, whatever it is. It's the 7.
Yeah, I've seen Johnny Archer shoot some of those wafer thin ones like this, where the cue ball goes back and forth about 8 times. Boom, 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 boom. I don't even think he would shoot this one.
Two rails to the end rail.
Yeah.
Call the bank.
Call the bank and try to miss it short.
And she's playing it
Playing
long.
safe. Just a little short, but it's still not a bad leave.
No. Nice shot. Just one rail down to the end rail, one off to the end rail instead of the 2.
I mean, she wanted to get behind there, but this is no hanger.
Is she going to go for it? I wonder.
Either that or just hit the 5 full, banking it 2 rails back up under the 10-9 area.
Yeah, so hitting it like short of, you want to hit it short of the 7.
Short of the 7, yeah.
Make sure it's deep, got enough angle where it's going to completely miss the 7.
Or even kick behind it and kick the 5 up table.
She was going for it. It's going to stay up.
Left Christy the old long straight in. Long straight in from the rail.
Yeah, and you can't even putt this one because the 7 is on the low side of the side pocket.
I think you can putt it. I mean, you'll have a little bit of a back cut for the 7 to the side, but still makeable. Oh, she's
jacking
elevating.
Up. She ain't wanting to putt.
This makes this shot 10 times harder.
Yeah.
I'd rather putt and take the thinner cut on the 7.
Maybe she doesn't like her short game.
Going for the long drives.
Yep. Absolutely.
So that's Ja's option, whether she wants to accept the table or pass it back, and she says, okay, I'll shoot.
Yeah, sure.
All right, I guess if I have to.
Well, no, actually, she doesn't have to, so
Oh, she came up short.
a little short. See, we don't even put any lights on the table either, and it's almost like the camera slow down the table and shorten up the pockets.
Normally the lights would speed it up because it dries it out.
Oh, okay. I figured it would heat it up and
Yeah,
slow it down.
Yeah, heating it up speeds up a table like a billiards table is heated and it's
Yeah.
lightning fast.
I guess. That's 3.
Ooh,
Woo-wee.
that was a nice shot.
Come out perfect. I meant to do that. Oh. And that is foul 1. Oh. Is it not foul 1? Denise just miscued on the break, and cue ball went off and came into the back of their rack and only bumped a couple balls, but she didn't hit the one first. And normally in a game, if you're using a 3 foul rule, that is foul number 1 and is not an option to rack and break it. It is a foul ball in hand. I don't know if that is correct in the 10 ball. If
Well, BCAPL referee has left for the night.
he did, he said
Yep.
goodbye.
He did. He said goodbye.
All right, well, so I'm not exactly sure, but I know most games, if you're playing where you're playing a 3 foul rule, that is foul number 1, and it is ball in hand and not option.
Well, apparently they're of the opinion they're not going to tell me how to play.
Well, and then, may not even think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And,
They're more old school. If you miscue on the break, the other
just
person gets the break.
Yeah. Well, and, the rules are different depending on where you go,
Mhm.
right? You haven't made a legal break yet because you haven't contacted the 1, or 4 balls didn't go to a rail or whatever. So the game hasn't started, is the old thinking, correct?
Right, so Lee has made a nice break here. She's made 2 balls on the break, and she might have a shot on this one to
Yeah.
the corner.
Yeah, I'm going to have to ask Chris, but the more we play this game, the more those little nuances of the rules are going to come out, and the girls aren't going to have to think about it. It's just going to become automatic,
Mm-hmm.
like it did with 9 ball and 8 ball and everything. It just, you start to get to know those little things because the quirky, every tournament you play on, some new little aspect of the rule comes up and gets clarified.
Oops, I forgot to mark her game. It's 1 apiece.
Yes, it is. She could see she just barely missed that ball. And is the cue ball going to come down here and give her a little peek?
It looks like she left the edge, which means she can thin off the 1 and bring the cue ball back over under the 2.
All right, it is now 4-4 in the Denise Brianna match.
All right, nice safety there by Christy.
It's 3-2 on the Sarah Rousey and Taylor Hansen match. 2-1 Janet Atwell and Naomi Williams. Hey, look at that. I just said it, and she's going to get her answer in about 5 seconds.
Ja tried to curve the cue ball around and brush the 10 on the way by. Ball in hand for Christy. So the 3 ball's gone. 1 ball, 2 ball, and 4 ball. 1 and 2, no problem. That 4 ball is the 4 goes, but you got to be right on the rail. But then, even if you are right on the rail, 4 to the 5.
Yeah, well, I don't think she has to be right on the rail as long as she's far enough down table. The further away you are, the wider open that space is.
Yeah, but I don't want to be 6 feet away just so I can have So I can be 6 inches off the rail.
Yeah, but that other few inches off of the rail helps to where you can pull it out and get it away from the 9 to be able to come back for this 5 ball.
Yeah, understood. She may just try to come around to the short side of the 4.
I don't know if she can see this. This is,
She may have to go rail first, and if she's going to go rail first, someone better watch it.
no, I think it's, going rail first is going to be pretty clear.
Okay.
That 9 ball's far enough off the rail.
I think she hit about all of the 4 she could hit, and
Yeah, and she wasn't able to cut it enough to,
wasn't able to hit it full enough to make it.
get in there behind it. And roll up on the 7 where it doesn't go. 4 doesn't go on the side.
I think it might. It's
If it doesn't, she just bumps off of the rail with the 4, puts the cue ball on the back of the 7.
right.
5-4, Brianna.
Well, if the 4 doesn't go, if the 4 does not pass the 7, then I actually prefer a little bit of draw shooting and trying to slide the cue ball over behind the 9. Shooting the 4 ball into the 7 a little bit.
That looks like that's what she's queuing up for.
Nope.
Or just shoot it straight in the hole and slide off of it.
I
Because
thought-
it goes.
I thought it went. Does she get straight? No, she has a little bit of angle, but not much.
Yep, we got Miss Taylor over there on the back table, shooting a 9, 10 ball right across from it. She can go back and forth. Oh, you're quite welcome, Jen. Not a problem. So, we're going to go forward down to the 6. I think so. She's going forward. 1, 2, and back out. She wants it to stop. She doesn't want to have to get the bridge out to shoot this.
She another lefty?
Yes.
Of course she is.
Nope, there's lots of them around here. Okay, and so Taylor was down because it's now 3-3.
Just gonna climb up on top of this table. She's gonna go get the step stool and then climb up a little bit more.
No, 1 toe on the floor.
How about just a shoelace? On the
Shoelace,
floor?
yeah. Can I undo my shoelace and just let it hang? And
While letting your shoe dangle off the end of your toes. Yeah.
I take get clown shoes.
That would count. All right.
Oh,
Safety.
nice shot. You can come down here and get.
That's perfectly in line with the 7.
Yes, it
She
is. That is a nice
that is
shot.
hooked.
Very nice shot. This is it's stuff like that. Why she's won RTC 3 years running.
It looks like she could kick 2 rails behind the 6, behind the 9, 2 rails behind the 6, kick the 6 out of there. She made a good hit, but unfortunately has left this for Ja. 6 in the corner, 7 in the side or bottom corner, depending on how far she comes out with this cue ball. She's hung it.
no.
We've seen a lot of that on this table from lots of players.
Okay, so last time she wasn't turning looking at the camera. She just did that same look, turned around and looked at the wall, the pillar here that's in front of us, the same way she was looking at the camera the last time, and like in completely disbelief on what just happened.
Look at that.
Yeah. Where she kind of, when she was looking up at the camera line, we thought for sure she was looking right at the camera because you had it, the thing turned around so you could see the display. That was a nice shot. Nice angle. Maintaining good angle to be able to come off of the rail and shoot the 10 wherever she wants. She can just draw down a little bit and shoot it in that lower right, left-hand pocket, or
just
punch it off.
Yeah, well, just a little bottom right. A little bottom right for the 10 in the bottom left. Or, yeah, she can come out for the 10 in the other corner.
Yeah, she can punch off of it and shoot it in the bottom right corner. She does like to stroke the ball.
Just like here.
Yep. Only watched her a couple games and know that, she's probably one that's going to stroke it a little bit more to...
You've already got her clocked?
No, I will not say that, but I definitely know that she's one that likes to see that she likes to stroke a ball. I noticed that real quickly because I'm one of those too that likes to stroke the ball. Whack. No, it's not whack. It's a stroke. In the heart. 2-1.
2-1 favor
And
of
that's Christy's break.
Ms. Norris. Right, over on the far table, Taylor's doing a jump shot here. Nice shot. I don't know if she has a shot on that 5 ball, but that was a nice shot. I mean, she can see the 5, but...
All right.
Safety.
Nice little safety there by Taylor. There was some kind of question of something over there in the Denise-Brianna match. Chris was called over for a minute. She wants that at 9 to get out of her way. It did.
Right, Christy's break.
Yeah, she had a nice big break last time. And she's a nice one this time, but I don't think anything fell. Hello, Scott.
Welcome.
Okay, and that is 6-4 Brianna.
John had the old long straight in and almost straight in.
And just barely missed it. Had to have with where it's sitting now. Yeah. So this is the last match for tonight. We'll be back again tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. bringing you the final 8 of the second stop of the NAPT.
Christy got a little fortuitous there, but turned out all right.
Yeah, gonna come around. She wants it to bounce.
Get out there, cue ball.
It did. Now with this angle, she's gonna shoot this 5 in the same hole, unless she goes back and forth and back over for the 5. But I don't think she will. I think the 5's gonna be going in the same pocket.
Overcut.
Wow, she went back and forth and back and forth. No, so I'm pretty sure I watched her play in RTCs this year. Maybe next year or the year after I'll get back into playing in some of those bigger table tournaments again.
Where was the RTC?
That was down in Florida. Remember, Extreme Pool
Oh, yeah.
streamed that with their 8 channels or whatever it is that they stream on. Yes, Scott, this is a pro event. This is the NAPT Summer 10 Ball Classic. This is Division 1 tournament of the NAPT, which is their pro division.
It's 5,000 added, $21,000 total prize fund.
Yeah, first place, $3,400. Aw, thanks.
You know, I didn't eat any of your Kit Kats yesterday. Why you gotta go and eat mine?
I didn't have any Kit Kats yesterday for you to eat any of. Who brought you that Kit Kat?
The Kit Kat Fairy?
Did you know there was Kit Kats here? Well, what do we do here? Push the cue ball up towards the end rail and push or the 5 ball and push. Let the cue ball go up in behind the 8.
Well, yeah, shoot the 5 ball down, up table, but cue ball behind the 7. That's what I'm thinking.
To the side rail and then up in behind the 7 with the cue ball. Is that what you're thinking?
No, just like 5 ball towards the 8, follow forward with the cue ball behind the 7.
I think I like shooting the 5 up in between the 7, 8. There's more room for error there with your speed. And then trying to bring the cue ball into the 7 that way. And she went for your shot, and it didn't get there.
Well, she just aimed it wrong.
I think it was, 10 or 15% tougher shot. But, again, preference. So much of this game is preference. Definitely safe was the proper shot. It's just which way did you want to play safe?
Bank the 5 to the bottom right corner with bottom left for position on the 6.
Josh says, no, I'm just going to play safe.
Just going to play safe. All right.
Christy's called it in the corner. And unfortunately, the white one found the hole. And they call that, what do they call that?
Kojak in the subway.
Kojak in the subway.
Yep, and they have subway here. Subways. They have ball returns.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they do. I thought you meant there's
The
subways
sandwich
in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is? I thought they had L's in Chicago and not subways. That's a nice shot. Don't roll it in front of the 7, though. She's got angle that, oh, she wants to go forward or just draw it off a little bit. If she can have the angle to shoot the 7 down in the corner, but I don't think you can shoot it past the 8 like that. It looks tough. I think she may have to go forward. Go forward with it. Nice. She's got to put a nice stroke in this. Nice pause. There you go. Just like that. That pause. You have the ability to really push through that ball there. All right, pop off. She's going to try and come all the way back around for this. That's okay.
It's a good shot. Now do it again. 3 rails around again.
3 rails around for where you are right now for the 9.
Yep.
Yeah, it is a quiet crowd here. Match is over. Brianna wins 7-4. That
Good job,
eliminates Denise from the tournament in 9th place, tied for 9th with 3 other players. And that's the person that gets eliminated from these other 3 matches here.
Good shot by Ja.
Yeah, shoot the 9 in, cue ball to the rail, and back out just a little bit for the 10 ball.
The score is 4-3 on the Taylor and Sarah match. I don't know who that's in favor of.
I didn't see who, and she decided not to go all the way over the rail and just put it in and let's see, Janet and
Naomi. That's 3-2.
3-2. All right, with that, Ja gets it back to even. I think, this is one of those matches that's going to do this back, forth thing.
I think it's going to be one of those, yep.
Yeah.
Taylor's at the table now at that far table.
Yeah, that's Taylor over there shooting. Shooting at that 5 ball. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, that's got to be the 5. She has left Sarah a shot. And a potential out.
Yep.
I wonder if Cassie's out celebrating now. She should be. She better be.
People better be buying her drinks.
Yeah, well, at least the other people left on the winner's side.
Naomi's probably not buying her a drink.
No, I would imagine not.
Oh, 9 on the break. She wins. Well, it didn't go in the bottom 2 pockets, so it counts, right?
Oh, sorry, it's not BCA Pool League.
Well, we played the same rules, the same CSI rules.
Yeah, no, not the same CSI rules. You're not allowed to practice during league.
Oh. But the 9 on the break counts as long as it's not in the bottom 2 pockets. Which is a slight deviation from CSI rules.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wonder how long that's going to continue, though. She doesn't want that ball to fall.
Oh. It might fall now, though. Yep, when she kicks it in.
Yeah, 1 rail straight at it from the side rail.
Meanwhile, looks like Sarah's worked her way through that rack nicely.
Yeah, it's a roll it forward a couple inches if you want to. Shoot and stop, whatever your preference is for the 10 ball. Straight across the table.
Yep.
And then we'll get to see who's who over there on the scorecard.
No,
Yeah.
we'll probably forget to look.
No, I'm looking right now. Oh, shoot. Whoa, air. Look, air.
Where?
I'm not telling if you can't see it.
I don't trust air that I can't see.
So, does Sarah Rousey's game remind you of Eve Stockstill? 4-4? The way she's...
No, not really.
No? She reminds me of Eve. There's something about the way she finishes her stroke or something that reminds me of Eve.
So Sarah Ja has a choice here which corner she wants to shoot this to. It looks like she's going to shoot it to the left corner. And come sharp out of that upper right corner, come around 2 rails with a 3 in that bottom right corner if it goes by the 10.
Yeah, she's going to get extension for a cue. She's got one of those screw-on extensions. Yeah, these left-handed women players. And then you got ones like K2 that are right-handed and play left-handed.
Oh, or just bump to 6 for the 3 in the bottom left corner.
For perfect. Well, not exactly, but it'll do.
She has to make sure she avoids that 10 when if she's shooting us with follow.
All right. So, is she gonna rub off the 10? She gonna have to draw off of it to get over to that 4?
Yeah, it's a tough spot here.
Do you bank the 3 up table and just lag the cue ball up behind the 10? Yeah.
She's looking at the angle the cue ball's going to go in, and yeah, she's probably going to send the cue ball right into the 10.
No, if you just barely, if she doesn't catch it full, it's going to rub off of it and head
Off the
towards
top.
that corner.
Yeah, off the top of the 10 over to the right side. Yeah, she-
Just missed it. That was a nice shot. Checked it up straight off that end rail.
Nice shot, and
Does she got angle to go forward to shoot, or does she have to drop back? And does the 5 past the 10?
ooh, she's pretty straight on this.
I know she's going to have to hit this with...
I think she has just enough angle to follow forward, but it's really close.
Yeah, and
It's really close to straight.
She's loading it up with some English too to try to get it to spin out off of that rail. Nice shot. Very nice shot. Shoot and stop for the 6. Pull it back a few inches if so desire. 7 balls right there.
Yeah, shoot, stop. Shoot 6 over there, bounce off the rail.
Yeah, she's looking at that exact angle, where her cue ball's going to stop and where, so where does she want it?
Yeah, it's a little bit of angle on the 5. She's trying to decide, do I want to try to hold it, or do I want to try to go to the rail and back? She decides rail and back.
Yeah. You're going to punch it off of it.
But she came up short. She's not really happy.
Yeah, well, I mean, she had some angle. It wasn't a lot. She did have to punch it off of that.
Mm-hmm.
This table's been jawing a lot of balls, and I think she just, didn't want to overdo it.
Didn't want to overcheat the pocket.
Nope, don't overcheat the pocket. And definitely don't juice it and try to overcheat the pocket.
Oh,
And that's going to come out for a shot. She's left Christy and out.
she has. And this she could follow, just straight follow one rail back down for the 7 in the bottom left corner.
Yeah. Rattle. Dang motor boating diamond pockets. What?
And here I think this cue ball's going to come down to the right of the 7 for the 7 in the left side pocket.
Yes, absolutely. Because you can't hold this up with this thin as she's got to hit this ball and it's got to travel, you know, what's that, 15 inches or so to the hole.
She's
Just rubbed the rail on the way in and hung. So, well, I can't blame that end of the table on the third camera because it doesn't pick up those pockets. So those are only double shimmed down at that end.
nice.
It's just the pockets that the camera can see. Yep. Is she throwing a little fat?
Yeah, came out a little short.
It just goes to show what that little bit makes. How much of a difference. That little bit of contact makes. Ow.
You might be starting to get a little tired too. Been playing here since 10 a.m.
Yeah. Some of the girls I got here at 9, for practice because they can start practicing at 9. It is. It makes for long days, Sitting and the sitting and waiting, I think, is worse than the playing back to back to back matches. You don't get to stay in stroke and.
Right. Although it is better with scheduled matches, at least you know when you're going to play.
Yeah.
Not knowing is, I hate that.
Yeah. Well, and then when they're not scheduled, you end up, with like 6-8 hours between matches and things like that. And you just, and you're sitting in the pool room the whole time waiting. When do I get to play?
Yeah. Do I play now? Do I play now? How about now?
Yeah.
You do that for 8 hours.
And then you drive the tournament director absolutely batty.
Yeah, you're worn out before you even play.
It's not.
Ooh, there we go.
I didn't think it was going. That was the maximum amount she could cheat that pocket.
I've seen these things spit out shots that were hit better than that.
Yep. It was the angle it went in. Shooting. Just putting this in the side.
Yes, 8 in the side. I was kind of surprised she was going to follow that around. I thought she could draw it to the side rail. But as usual, the angles on camera are not the same as when you're standing there.
Yeah. I mean, it's different if you move over a couple of inches from where they're standing and lining up on a shot.
Right.
All right. And, I think Christy's taking a break.
So over on this other table, we have Sarah at the table.
Yep, that score is still 4-4.
Still 4-4.
So you can just barely see their scoreboard in the upper right of the upper right corner of the screen there.
Well, she's looking at that 6 ball in the bottom right corner. 7 balls over on the left of the table.
That 8 ball get out of the way.
I think that 8 ball's in the way. Or at least pretty close to it. She may have got lucky.
It looks like it might have come out. She's really taking her time on it, though. Looking at it a few times.
Yeah, it looks like she's shooting at it, so I guess maybe she can see it.
And is it coming around behind you for safe?
I think she can see it also.
I think it's left Taylor a shot, or just that she can see it.
I think she has a shot. I think.
I think I can. I think I can.
No, I think she can. I think she can.
Naomi just missed that 5 ball over there. And then Janet was looking to see, is it frozen? And it must not go because I think she just called that 10 ball.
Nobody can see what you're talking about.
I think Janet just called a kick 5-10 combination back there.
Yeah, she's talking about that upper right corner on the screen there.
Yeah, Taylor just missed that 8 ball.
Oh, now you're going to go back and talk about the table I just turned off? So let's see, is that 5-10 going to go?
I mean, if she's kicking at this, it must be pretty wired.
And it goes.
Yeah, nice shot.
Nice shot, Janet.
Let's see what this changes the score. 5-2 now, Janet.
5-2, favor Janet over Naomi. Alright, looks like, do we have a couple players? Or just one player over here?
Just one. Yeah, it's the only one over here that I see.
Yep, that's just how she missed it before.
Yep.
Oh, now Sarah missed a 9 ball, left a easy out for Taylor.
Cut the 9 in the side and the end rail and back down for the 10 ball. Unless she just wants to put it in, and I don't think she did. She was just waiting for Janet to break there. Oh my goodness.
Huh. Alright, who wants it more?
Sarah takes the lead back. 5-4.
Still no Christy?
No. Yeah, I'm supposed to get a 5-minute break, but you know, I guess they look at it's the last match of the day. She's not holding anybody up except for Jia.
Yeah, except for her opponent.
Yeah. I didn't see it. Okay. Can I see the other one? The other part of it? What was it? Okay.
127. Oh, you would tell me that right there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. 931 hours. That's a couple.
Still no Christy?
But Jia's getting the balls racked in anticipation for Christy's return.
Is it going to be her? Oh, there's Christy. I was wondering who bumped my camera. It was Christy.
Well, it wasn't me. I'm way
You
over
sure?
here.
All right, Christy's back.
She's back.
I think John's going to take her break now.
You're bad.
Sometimes. Oh, I guess it was Christy's break.
Yeah, whoops.
She just spent a couple minutes racking those, and never mind.
Yeah. No, they're all fighting to try to get to the last day here of the NAPT Summer 10-Ball Classic.
Oh. Wanting to make more money, more money, more money.
More money. Trying to establish yourself here in the early stages of this tour.
Trying to establish yourself as top dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you want to know more about the tour, you can go to playnapt.com. See if there's a regional tour in your neck of the woods. If not, maybe you want to start one up. Just made a ball on the break.
All right.
Just made the 6th ball. 6th ball. Yep,
Yeah,
it's
I
6
think
on the break.
I believe you are correct.
The 8 ball is right in the path of between the cue ball and the 1.
9 and 10 are stuck together.
Yep.
We stripes, we got to stick together. There's only 2 of us.
And where do you push to?
I'm not sure where I would push to. Christy's pushing over to this bottom right corner.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of that push out.
No. Because it looks like she's maybe even left her a little angle where she can, the 2 balls right there next to it. And even if she's straight in, you put it in, the 2 balls right there.
Well, she's not putting.
No, she's popping.
She's hitting low on this.
She's popping it.
Just gonna whack it. Center of the hole, fired it in.
Cut the deuce in the same hole.
Yeah, just got to avoid if she's gonna come back and forth across. Avoid the 4. She may try to come above the side pocket, or this side of the side pocket. I guess that'd be below on this angle.
She just overcut that ball.
That's too bad after that nice shot on the one.
Yeah. My leg's going numb. We need to get like director's chairs to sit in or something. I don't know. Lazy boys. Can we get lazy boys? Next time, can we bring your lazy boy?
All right, nice speed by Christy. It looks like it's going to land just about perfect. I think she can roll forward to the rail and then back out again for the 4 up in the other corner. Oh, she up to the rail and back out, but she's going to be forced to shoot this in the side now, which is not that big a deal.
No. It's kind of natural angle to to come around the 9-10. Or through it, she hit that to the far side of the hole, and that's what happens.
I was also surprised she shot that with follow. I thought she was going to draw that to the end rail.
Yeah. In 1960,
I'm probably seeing the angles wrong again. I'm getting tired.
1962, this is a pro event. It may not be filled with all of the pros that you're used to from the WPBA, but this is their second event, but this is a Division I tournament of the NAPT, which is a pro event. All right, what do we do? It doesn't look like the 9 goes past this 10 here.
No, it doesn't?
No. I don't think the 9 goes.
Well, you can make the 9 go if you're... If the cue ball is basically anywhere in this area, if you shoot at the 9 ball with draw, it'll push the 9. The 9 ball might normally go that way, it'll push it more that way. So you can push the 9 in if it's not lined up. She's playing position for it, so it must go.
Yeah, it must go. I mean, it's really close. Really close.
Although from where she placed the cue ball, if it doesn't go, she's in trouble because it's going to be tough to play safe
There's
from
no
there.
place to hide other than shooting it into the rail and try and hold the cue ball. Yeah, it went straight in on the 10. No problem.
I think the 9 goes.
I think the 9 goes. I'm going to go out on a limb and say the 9 goes. Or went.
All right, shot that opposite-handed, no problem.
It had room. She shot it right-handed.
The 10 ball, not the 9 ball. Yeah, she shot that right-handed.
She shot it right-handed and made it?
Just the 10.
Wow. I've got to stand up for a little bit. My legs keep going numb on me. Now, what's going on in the other two? 5-5. Sarah's got a big break for a little bitty girl, woman, lady. And Naomi Janet is now 5-3.
Looks like Janet's looking to 3-foul Naomi.
she's got her stuck pretty good there now.
Yeah, she just put that cue ball in the back of the 5, and that one ball's way at the other end of the table now. That's going to be a pretty tough one to hit.
Yes, it is. I can start to get my stuff put together.
Oh, 9 in the break. Another win.
Pardon me, something got a hold of my nose. I made it tickle.
Thank you very much for keeping all the Canadians updated on my matches.
Looks like she can play safe off of either side of the 1. She can either come off of the left side and try to get behind the 6, or go off the right side, send the cue ball up table. That's a nice shot. Lots of distance. That's why it's important to create as much distance as you can when playing safe.
Yeah, the greater the distance, the harder it is to hit.
Absolutely.
Looks like Janet got ball in hand back there as well from her shot.
She's played safe again. Naomi's on 2. That's that upper right corner.
Yeah.
That's the 1 ball right there. She's looking at the cue balls out in the middle of the table by the 8 ball. Meanwhile, on this table, Jaws rolled past straight into the side by just a little, but she's still okay.
Yeah, she still should be all right, especially, you know, the 3. She's going to probably be playing this 3-8 combination. That 8's just hanging in the hole.
Yep. Careful you don't bump the table, it might fall in.
Naomi came up with a good shot, good hit, and pocketed the 1 and did not scratch. It's hanging in the jaws, but successfully avoided the 3 foul loss.
And made a shot at, made a shot while doing it.
Yes, she did. I think we're going to see Ja play the combination, bring the cue ball down to the end rail, because the 3 probably going to stay right there by the end rail. So she's just going to go forward with it.
Just don't want to make the 3 also.
Yeah, and you don't want to hit the that left-hand side of the 8, because then the 3 will go up to the side rail.
Yeah, you don't want to hit the end rail, if anything, the side rail, but not the end. Don't hit the end rail with the 3.
And she's decided to play both of them because she was going to be hitting it full, and she ended up hitting the 7 full as well. And now it is I mean, she's got to jump the whole ball here. That 7 ball is completely in line in the way of the 4.
She is pretty good with the jump cue.
Yes, she is. She's pretty good with all of them.
Yeah, she's pretty good with the jump cue. She's pretty good with the break cue. She's definitely pretty good with the shooting cue.
I wonder if she's going to come out, maybe, especially with some of the changes that are going to happen, if Ja will come out for the Chinook Winds Open. Oh, missed it.
It looked like she bounced over it.
It bounced right next to it. It landed just before it bounced to the side of the 4 ball.
Oh, I thought Taylor made that 4. That thin slice up the rail. Just missed it though.
Yeah. I like where the sport is going with what I'm seeing with these young players all over the place.
With the youngins?
Yes. They're really, I think they're really going to turn it around.
pull out of the gutter.
Yeah, I mean, and then the only place it needs to really be pulled out of the gutter is here in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Guyang Kim's royalty, in her country. These other the Taiwanese, the Korean, the Chinese, they are very much in tune with billiards and supporting the athletes in their country, giving them a place to practice and learn. And
in the Philippines, they play on the street.
Apparently, in some of those countries, they build pool tables out of mud and use lemons to mud and straw, and then use lemons. You've seen the picture on Facebook, I'm sure.
If it's on Facebook, probably not.
It's got to be real. No, wait a minute.
So she just bobbled that 6 out of the pocket and ended up with a nice leave.
Yeah.
So is Cha coming to the table with her jump cue again? No, she isn't.
And Sarah's just put a little safety on Taylor over here. A nice view of Naomi down on her shot back there for a second.
She's not shooting anymore.
Yeah, she's keeping it.
Nice
Look at
hit.
this shot.
Is she going to get safe too? No,
Nope.
no safe, but still a nice hit.
Then she was playing that safe in behind the 7. That was a really nice effort there.
Yes, it was.
She was doing everything to will that cue ball to roll up just another turn into the and lay up against the 7.
Yeah, it's awesome when you can do that when your opponent plays safe and you can plan and execute a kick safe right back one like that.
No, that's a little bit
That's
too
always-
crispy.
It might get behind the 7 or in the
Sit
side.
in front of the side.
Oh, it's behind the 7.
Yep, she's all right.
She might be able to kick it to
Kick
the side.
this into the side. Yeah, she just called it in the side.
Oh, good hit. Is she corner hook him?
Nope.
Is she corner hook?
Did it come off of it or is it on it? No, it's not on the corner. I'm looking down the table at it. It is not on the point. Christy's going to shoot this ball in and just let the cue ball float out a little bit for that 7 in the side pocket.
Yep, that's the softest I've seen her shoot a shot.
And she actually underhit it.
That's because she's not used to underhitting to slow rolling shots.
No. She gonna draw this back? I'll just roll it forward a little bit. Can you stun off of it down the rail some?
Yeah, it looks like she can. Yeah,
There you go.
like that, yeah. Yeah, it didn't look like she was totally straight. It looked like she had a little bit of angle to do just that.
Four, 3.
Right, over on the other table, we got Sarah shooting this combination, and that 4 ball came out of it.
And Naomi gets another one back. It's 5-4.
Isn't this Jaws break now? Because wasn't it?
Job broke first.
Okay. You're right. I remember now. Because I just remember when she came back from break that Ja had him racked and then unracked him and gave it to Christy to rack.
Yeah, but there's been
But
another
that
game
was
since
2
then.
games, not 1 game.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that was explaining.
Dad, explain it.
Nice little safe over there by Sarah. Oh, how many balls is she going to make? Just 2? Just 2. Oh, Taylor's missed that 4 ball. And Christy's missed that 2 ball.
She's gonna. Oh, I thought I was gonna push the 6 up on the up on the cue ball and
Get extra safe.
get an extra safe out of it.
You got turned way up all of a sudden somehow.
I'm sorry, but now it's too soft. There we go. Where are we? Hey, 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 hey,
Hey,
hey,
hey, hey.
hey, 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 hey.
I was going to shoot this in the side, come around a couple rails around this 9 ball.
Oh, my word.
For perfect.
Oh.
From here on out, looks like most of these shots are going to be preordained.
Yeah, pretty much.
4 in the corner, come across 6 in the side, roll forward with the 7 in the other side. Stop right there for the 9 in the corner, and then the 10 in the side with the 7. Except she got up a little short on this, but that's okay. She does have a little bit of angle. She can follow to the rail with some right spin.
Yeah.
But she really wanted to go forward like at least 6 more inches. But she's back in line. Good shot. Seven on the side, 9 in the corner. She could either, depending on the angle she has, she could shoot the 10 up in the far corner or in the side. But I think she's going to draw across for the 10 in the side. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Pretty routine little 10 ball here. Things are starting to pick up a little bit.
All right, nice out by Ja. Puts her up 5-3. Miss race to 7. Scores 6-5 in the Taylor-Sarah match, but I don't know who has 6.
Ouch. Hola.
Hi. All right, it's going to be Ja's break.
Alright, give good whack here. And she did. 9 in the side. Cue ball stayed up.
And that 6 is gonna roll right in front of the cue ball.
Yep. No shot on the 1.
Yeah, that's about normal.
About par for the course.
So roll out. Should probably roll out to somewhere near that upper left corner. And that's what she's doing. Only move the cue ball about an inch. Maybe 2 inches.
Yep, and she's going to remove the magic rack from the table too. See what Christy's going to do with this, if she wants to do anything with it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I would want to do with this. I mean, I was thinking about passing it back, but I was going to give it an extra 30 seconds worth of thought, but
Yeah.
I was inclined to pass it back.
Looks like she might have gone for a shot and got a little bit of a fortuitous roll here.
Possibly, or she might have an angle right there, an alley right between.
Between the 5, 10, 2.
Yeah, she might have an alleyway through there.
She's shooting between them. No.
And a nice little bump off the 10.
Not just an alleyway, but
A freeway?
a freeway to run out.
An expressway to Outsville.
Hey, that's a company. You can't say that. We have one of their racks.
Well, we can't mention the AccuRec name because they're not a sponsor.
Oh. But you just said their name.
Whose name? AccuRec?
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
Twice.
Damn, I gotta stop saying the AccuRec name.
That's all right. We like the AccuRack. Like the Magic Rack,
The
too.
Magic Racks are nice too, especially the ones that were provided by Ms. Tam.
Ms. Tam, yes. Thank you very much, Ms. Tam. Thank you to all the ladies that put in all the hard work to get this tour up and running. To Bill and Jennifer and
And all of the staff here at Shooters
at Shooters Sports Bar and Billiards.
in Grayslake, Illinois.
In Grayslake, yeah, putting up $5,000 and their room for the 4 days if you can't Thursday night because they had the pro-am.
Yes, they did.
So, yeah.
Thank you guys and gals.
Yes. Yeah, and, not just for putting up the money, but seeing the possibilities and believing in what the NAPT is doing here, and showing that they support them.
So everyone should return the favor and support support Shooters, but also support your local pool room.
Yes,
Keep pool alive.
please. All right, 5 ball in the side pocket.
Yep.
Roll it in.
Just roll it in.
Roll it in. Give you a nice little angle
And from there-
on the 6 to be
From
able
there,
to
let's connect the dots.
bump off the rail for the 7.
Nice shot.
Because I guess she could be straight in on this 7 here to just draw straight back for the 8 in the side
Yeah.
pocket.
Yeah, if she had a little bit of angle on the 7, it'd be okay. If she was straight in, that wouldn't be the end of the world either.
And I think she's going to pull it back a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit closer to her work. So I don't have to work quite so
Yep,
hard.
And she's got a little bit of angle so when she draws it back, her cue ball is not going to be on the rail here, because the cue ball is closer to the rail than the 7 is. At least it looks like it. By the very slightest of margins. And then this one here, it doesn't matter if you end up short, you end up long, you end up straight in. because of where that 10 ball is.
Yep. Now, the only thing you have to watch out for is if she does want to come, a couple rails around, just don't scratch down the opposite
scratch
side.
the side. Yeah, don't overcut this ball, and she won't. Into the heart.
And
she's
she
good.
was diamond and a half away from that side pocket, so she was
Yep.
good.
And that 10 ball for
Puts
the hill.
Puts Ja on the hill. And that's going to be Christy's break.
Yes, it is. Yeah, she's breaking to keep herself in the match.
Taylor's looking at a 4-ball out over here on this other table.
Yep.
And that match is almost over. That's a 6-5 score. I'm not sure who has 6 and who has 5.
I was thinking that Taylor was the black numbers, and that's the one on the left that is the 6 right now. Naomi's giving it her good old, college try over there to get this to tied at 5.
Yeah, it's 5-4 right now on
Yep.
Naomi's match.
She's looking at the 7, the 8 ball. It shouldn't be over there. You can't see it. It's not on the screne. All right, let's see what Christy's got here.
Yeah,
She
well,
can unleash on this.
Taylor's got that game. Let's see. Is that 6 or is that 7 for Taylor?
That's
That is
match.
7. That's match for Taylor.
Taylor Hanson wins, eliminating Sarah Rousey in 9th place. Congratulations,
nice
Sarah.
tournament, Sarah.
We'll be seeing Taylor tomorrow.
Yes, we will. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot more of Taylor,
Yeah.
not just tomorrow.
No. It's a nice welcome back tournament here for Sarah Rousey, getting back into playing in the pros.
So, meanwhile, here Josh is looking at a safety.
Yeah,
Can
she
she
can see
draw?
the 9 or the 1 past the
Yeah.
9.
I think maybe she can kind of draw for this over to that side rail and then behind the 7 maybe, knocking the 1 ball up table, or even just knock the 1 up table and just cue ball over to that left side rail. Yeah, shooting out the level cue with follow and just I don't want to go like scratching the side or something off of it.
Yeah. And it's definitely the tangent line for it.
Yeah, depending on how you cut it, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, and the speed you cut it with too, because that changes the angle at which it comes off of the ball.
Yep.
She's playing that ball. No, she's playing the safe, flat out safe, and that's nice speed. Very nice speed.
That's a good shot. It looks like she does have the 1 rail kick just below the side pocket.
Yeah, that's the way she's going.
Oh,
No,
she just missed it.
short of it.
Right, ball in hand for Ja. I think she's going to want to be. Well, she could bring the cue ball all the way over to that left rail for a straight in on the 2, or she could bring the cue ball to the middle of the table. But I think over to that left rail is probably going to be a little bit better for her here. So off the end rail with bottom right English, over towards that left side rail. Trying to get fairly straight on the 2.
And she's done that.
Yep, that's pretty good.
That's pretty straight. And she, where when she shoots and stops this, she's going to have the angle from the 3 to come out for the 4.
Yeah.
Just go forward with it.
Yep.
Miss the 10.
Or just
Draw
she'll
it.
probably just draw out straight out, out to the side. And this one she'll probably want to draw back to around the side pocket, just so she's not quite so far away from the 3. No, she didn't want to take a chance of rattling the pocket by hitting it too hard, so she chose to accept a longer shot.
And Naomi did end up getting that game. Played a billiard on the from the 8 to the 10 and has got it 5-5 now.
Naomi's fighting. She's fighting.
Yeah. That's what she came here to do. Put her war paint on and go to town. And Jai is drawing this out like you thought she would.
Because that's what she prefers to do. I've watched enough of her play that I know she prefers to draw over follow.
Yeah, a lot of them do, but so these pockets are playing so tight that I following the ball opens up the throat of the pocket. You're not trying to slam it in there, force feed it, whatever you want to call it. And it does. It just makes the nice follow stroke because it's the natural roll of the ball. Makes that pocket bigger.
Yeah, you don't have to hit it as hard.
Yeah. Well, and, there's been a couple matches. The one yesterday with Emily Duddy, she had at least half a dozen balls just hang up in the pocket, and she was pretty much perfect on the next shot.
Right.
And we've seen it half a dozen times again today. But I mean, yesterday just in one match.
Right.
So. Which would make me be the say I want to hit these balls the better the way where it's as big as it can be for me. And she's a little far on the 6. She's gonna have to try and either draw off of it and miss the 10, or she slide off of it and hit the side rail first and then the end rail without catching the 10.
Yeah, she's in a little bit of a funny spot here.
Yeah, 10's a big ball.
But if she cuts this 6 to the right side of the pocket with center follow, she can definitely miss the 10. But then then you got the 8 ball to deal with too. You got to make sure you're not sticking yourself behind the 8.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Maybe she could just slide and hit the side rail and then the end rail and come up short of the 10, miss the 10.
Right. So and then back out to the center of the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an option.
And then she's just come around and
that 8 ball jumped right out.
Straight into the 8, but I think it might have got pushed out of the way.
Yeah, I think she got away with that one. I think she can see the 7.
I'm gonna go see if I can get somebody to unlock this storeroom, and I'll be right back.
Okay. So yeah, it's looking like she can see the 7. It's a little bit of right spin. Come right back up towards the 8. Looked like she just shot that with just center ball. Just let that ball roll just a little bit too far. She's got more of a cut on this 8 than she wanted. It's made this shot a lot more difficult. Not just to make the ball, but also position on the 9. You have to roll this in, go to the rail and back out. And then depending on where you get on this 9, that might make the shot to the 10 hard. That's a nice shot on the 8. But now she has to come back and forth, zigzag across for the 10. Which she's certainly capable of doing. She gonna get behind this 10? She got behind the 10. Wow. That worked out. So here comes Christy with, I think she's going to jump this. Oh, that was kind of loud. She's taking a long look at this. I think she's going to jump it. That looks like her jump cue. Alrighty. She's going airborne. Nice shot. Is that going to come around for the 10? That is a heck of a shot. Well executed by Christy. Oh no. And that's it for Josh. He wins that match 7-3.
7-3. Christy goes out in 9th place. Tied for 9th.
All right, that is our final match of the night.
That's broadcast for today.
Thanks for tuning in. We are Railbirds Productions, and we will see you tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Central Time.
10 a.m. Central Time. Tell your friends. We'll see you then.
See ya.
Good night.